Compound measures. Speed is an example of a compound measure, and today we're going to look at another two, which are density and pressure. Density. Density is how heavy something is for its size. So how heavy, i.e. its mass, relative to its size, its volume. So we can write that as a formula. Density equals how heavy something is, its mass relative to, divided by its volume. Density is mass divided by volume, and like all compound measures, you can put that into a triangle. M is the top here, so the D and the V will be lower down. Pressure. Pressure is the force applied over a unit of area. So you could apply a force to something and it wouldn't feel necessarily overly sore if you push someone with the palm of your hand. But if you put the same force through just your finger and poke them, it might be a little bit more sore. Basically, that's because you're applying more pressure to the person. You're putting more force through a smaller area. So pressure really measures force for a unit of area. So we can write down that pressure would be force divided by area. Now if your triangle, F is at the top, so P and A will be at the bottom. You're not given those at GCSE, so you must learn those formulae. Let's look at some examples. Okay, example 1. Find the volume of a 3 kilograms gold bar with a density of 20 grams per centimeter cubed. So we're trying to find the volume. So if we want volume, we cover up the V, and we can see we've got mass over density. So volume equals mass divided by density. So in this question, the mass is 3 kilograms and the density is 20 grams per centimeter cubed. You've got to be really careful to check that the units are consistent. We can't just divide any number by any other number. So if the density is in grams per centimeter cubed, we're best to keep this in grams as well. So the mass would be 3,000 grams, and then the density is 20 grams per centimeter cubed. If we're doing that non-calculator, I would divide 3 by 10, then 300 divided by 2 is 150. Now what should the units be? Well, the density units were grams per centimeter cubed. So density is mass divided by volume. The volume was in centimeters cubed. So because we did this and kept the 20 as it is, it would also be in centimeters cubed. So always look out for the units in the question. That'll give away how density was worked out. It was grams on the top and centimeters cubed on the bottom. So that's why we had to put grams on the top here, not kilograms. Example 2. Find the pressure of 100 Newton force that is applied to a square of length 5 centimeters. So we're looking to find pressure. Pressure is force divided by area. So we can write that formula down. The force is 100 newtons, and the area we're not actually given. It says there's a square of length 5, but doesn't give us the area. But we need to find the area then. What's the area of a square? If a square has a side of length 5, then it's going to be 5 by 5 to get the area, which is 25. 100 divided by 25 gives us 4. What would the units be in this question? Well, we got the force, which was in newtons, and then we divided it by the area, which was in centimeters, so centimeters squared. So our answer would be newtons per centimeter squared. Generally, units for pressure could be newtons per centimeter squared, or newtons per meter squared, or kilometers squared, or millimeters squared. Similarly, for density, the most common one, your base units, would be kilograms per meter cubed, but you could also have maybe grams per meter cubed, grams per centimeter cubed, and so on. But it'll always be a mass divided by a volume for density, and it'll always be a force divided by an area for pressure. Hope that makes sense.